I got kicked out of 2 different high schools. I graduated from an alternative school. Never once did I think this Dr. DF Arnold guy existed inside of me. Now understand this, the reason why I say that is because decision.
What's good, what's good, what's good? Hey, we back. The power plan. Here we go. We're going to get right into it. Hey, understand this. All this week I've been talking to different people about how the point of power is in the present. Let me say it one more time. The point of power is in the present. What that means is right now you are the most powerful that you will ever be. Hear me on this. Right now you're the most powerful that you will ever be. So let's say you make a mistake. Just as soon you made a mistake. But hold up. Right now, you're the most powerful that you will ever be. See, here's the thing. We got to start telling ourselves a different story. We got to start telling ourselves about what's possible when it comes to the things that we can do. But it only happens when you understand that the point of power is in the purpose, meaning you can make a choice right now of what you're going to do. You can make a choice of how you're going to live. You're going to make a choice of what level you now intend to get to, because right now you're the most powerful that you can ever be. So quick story. I had a client one time and I remember her coming into my office and it was almost as if she couldn't wait to get into the office. So she comes in the office, I get my computer on and she says to me, you ready? And I said, yeah, apparently I am, because it looked like you got something you got to tell me. She says, I said, all right, go ahead. She said, well, and you could tell her eyes start getting watery. She said, well, my boyfriend, when he came home, and I said, stop it! She jumped. She was like, oh my God, why did you do that? And I said, my fault. I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. But let me let you get back into your story. Go ahead and tell me what you're about to tell me. And so she looked at me and eyes started getting watery again. And she said, well, when my boyfriend came home last night, and I said, stop it! And she jumped again. She said, why did you do that? And I said, my fault. I did not mean to do that. I'm going to let you finish with your story because I can tell you continue to get in this state to where your eyes get watery. So I'm going to let you go ahead and get back into your state and tell what happened between you and your boyfriend. I said, go ahead, I'm listening. And she said, well, and this time, as she was about to start explaining the story, she was kind of cautious. She said, well, when he came home last night, and she was waiting for me to say it. I didn't say it. She said, well, and then you could tell she started getting back into it because she started remembering what happened. And I said, stop it. And she started laughing. She said, why do you keep doing this? I said, look, I didn't took up a lot of your time. I said, I can't explain it all to you right now, but I promise you, I want you to get to your destination where you have to go. And I said, when you get there, just give me a call and we'll discuss exactly what happened. You can tell me what's going on. So about 30 minutes later, I get a phone call from my secretary patching her through. So I'm talking to her on the phone and she's just laughing hysterically. And I'm like, what's going on? She said, every time I start thinking about what that dude did, I just start laughing because she's waiting for me to say, stop it. See, what I did was I broke up the story that she was telling herself. See, when you want to go to the next level, when you understand that the point of power is in the present, that's when you make a choice to say, you know what, I can keep doing what it is I'm doing, but by doing that, I'm going to keep receiving what it is I'm receiving, or I can break up this narrative that I'm telling myself because I see other people living the way that I say I want to live. So I got to understand that I have a choice because the point of power is in the present. So right now, I'm the most powerful that I could ever be because I have a choice of how I'm going to tell myself this story about myself and what's possible. See, what story do you continuously tell yourself that you need to break it up? You need to tell yourself, stop it! Because you've been telling yourself that story and you've been receiving the results of the story that you're telling yourself. So when you start understanding that I'm capable of telling myself a different story so I can have a different life, so I can live the way I know I deserve to live, that's when you go to the next level. That's when you say, you know what? I have the power to make a choice because right now in this present, I can be different than I was a second ago. See, what I did yesterday, what I did an hour ago, what I did a minute ago, it doesn't matter because right now I'm the most powerful that I will ever be because the point of power is in the present. All right, there we go, there we go, there we go. What we say every week. You can live ordinary or you can live extraordinary. The choice is yours. Peace.
I graduated from an alternative school. Never once did I think this Dr. Damon Arnold guy existed inside of me. Now understand this, the reason why I say that is because decision